David, what are you seeing from just Nikola's soft touch around the rim right now? He's, especially in 2-point range, he's just been outrageously efficient so far.
Yeah, it reminds me of years back. He had some wrist issues, last couple of years, and it just seems like he's really comfortable right now. 16 of 19 is absolutely insane. He did it from all over the floor. So, there's not a lot of words to describe what he's doing right now. And he did it in 32 minutes, which is good for us. We didn't have to play him into the ground because that second unit did a great job to start the fourth quarter, which allowed us to keep our guys fresh until the 4-minute mark. It was a really good team win, and Nikola obviously is playing at a ridiculous level.
A chance to get to the end of the game without having to bring him back in for a minute.
I thought about it. I do think it's unfair. Like Tim had ran so many minutes in a row, and you say, it's only 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes in the NBA is a lot, especially with the way Russ is pushing the ball. Zach's out there, Malik Monk, DeRozan. So the pace of the game was really fast. I just felt like I had to get fresh bodies in there. And it took them a minute to get going, but obviously Yoke and Jamal, the 2-man game at the end was spectacular.
Coach, you talk about just Jamal's start this season and what's been the key to it?
Yeah, I think it just was the summer. I think him figuring out what he needed to be prepared for the season. I think in other summers, maybe he worked too hard. And then in other summers, he thought, if I take time off, like the old vets back in the day, I'll be fine. This summer, he had a really good balance. And it's not just the physical, I think the mental, too. Just had a very clear mind. Leadership was great all summer. And it's just kind of continued into the season. I just feel like he's not fighting it. He's just playing. And what's there is there. And it's fun to watch him play right now. He's just seems loose and free out there.
Also with Cam, how's the adjustment process? What are you loving and what still needs work?
Yeah, I just think he's got to make some shots now to loosen him up. I think his floor game has been fine. As of late, he's played really well off the bounce and found people. Tonight he found the pocket a few times in Nikola. And it's one of those things with our team. We finished some games with Peyton, with Bruce tonight, Tim. And I think that's who we're going to be. We have a lot of guys that can have an impactful night. And it's about the 5 that are playing well that night together. But I think Cam, as he goes through this process of learning our guys that have played together forever, and he's the new guy. I think once he's more comfortable with that, finds his spots out there with our main people that have been here and been the cogs for this team forever, he's going to be fine. And it's on me to make sure he's comfortable out there and make sure we're getting him opportunities to do what he does well, like getting to his right hand, creating catch and shoot opportunities for him. So that's my job.
It's a little bit different on the defensive end, obviously, because the system is new to everyone, not just him. But how do you feel like he's kind of worked into the system defensively so far?
Yeah, I think he's been great. I mean, our team is just slowly, gradually getting a feel for all this stuff defensively, and it's been very good actually. As long as the effort's there, I'm cool with making mistakes defensively if we're playing hard and doing it that way. Then we can teach on tape what we're trying to do with effort, and that's all that matters. And again, I want to say this again. That second unit was incredible with Jamal at the start of the fourth quarter. And you talk about defensive intensity and flying around. That was fun to watch.
You always talk about just getting a little bit better and doing the right thing. What have you gotten better at in your 13 or 14 games as a coach so far?
Oh, I think you just learn as you go. You get in these situations that you haven't been in before, as in this role. I would say what helped me was, with Coach Malone, we talked every time out, situational basketball, timeouts, how you want to control them, the substitutions. So that helped me a lot, to have that opportunity with him and with Frank Vogel, Sam Mitchell, Flip, my father. Like, these are a lot of people that have coached a lot of NBA games. And so to be around those people does help you. And you can kind of go back to those experiences of things that worked and didn't work. But yeah, I know I'm new. Like, I'm learning on the fly here. But the group's been really good. Communication's been good with the players, myself, and the staff. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.